All right, I'm out here on my picnic table. Wanted to do a quick video on how I installed my stage saver from Briley. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the magazine cap off and get this handguard off so I can better show how this is all mounted up. So I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the stage saver from Briley 3-gun. Get this shotgun shell out of here real quick. I like theirs because it had 2 screws, or an option to put 2 screws. So how this is mounted is I have 2 metal washers and 2 little O-rings. The O-rings by themselves probably would have been enough, but I went ahead and put the washers. It helped space it a little bit so that it was contacting in 3 different places for both of those and right there. For the screws, I did have to grind them down to where they were just barely enough to get a flathead screwdriver in there. One thing I did was I left a little bit too much. I left a rough edge right there, and I'll show you on the Benelli, it scratched inside the gun a little bit. But I put, you can see the red is marker, and basically I just did that. You can see it's coming off. I did that to see if it was contacting anything when I was mounting it. It has contacted the gun very lightly, but I think that's mostly due to this nonsense right here where I stripped it out with a flathead screwdriver. So I'm going to take my Dremel and polish that down a little bit, and it shouldn't contact anymore. So as far as drilling goes, the handguard, this is the right handguard. There was one of these indentations right here. I drilled that one out, and then you just have to use this as a reference. I took a Dremel with a metal bit, or excuse me, it's made for grinding metal. It's the stone bit, it's the circle one. I'll throw up a picture of which one I used right now. And I just pressed it straight down into that. I went ahead and drilled the hole first so that I could see how much material I had to work with. There's plenty of material still in between for this to clamp down on. I'd say there's still 1/8 of an inch or more. And so I just pressed it down and I got it in there, and I just did it a little bit at a time until it was just about flush, just a little bit more than flush. I probably will at some point go a little bit further, or you could literally just, like I said, grind the screw down. Most of what's sticking up there is that burr. So I'm gonna polish that down. Just screwed it down, Loctite it really good, and it works great. Like I said, I want to get that a little more flush, and then it will run really well. As far as the Benelli goes, you can see where that burr, just from putting it on and off. Now this piece here doesn't move, and so this is just from mounting the handguard on and off the gun. So it's really not much of anything. Like I said, that's just from having this moving, from me putting it on and off so many times, because it took a lot of trial and error. But there you can actually see where it got some of that Sharpie on there, just right there. So I need to go just a touch more so that sits flatter. I could either grind further down or just adjust that screw, but that's how I got a Briley stage saver on my Benelli M4.